Hi, this is Nick George with Cloud's Diamond Sharpening with a little quick demonstration on how to clean your blade, how to loosen the tension and how to tighten the tension, and how to adjust the blade without taking it apart. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with the parts. We'll slide it apart a little bit. Okay, this is the cutter. This is the guide that goes on top of the cutter to make it not squeak and wear down metal on metal. It'd just be horrible. A spring that holds the tension of the blade, the cutter to the comb, and the socket. It goes on both sides of the hinge to make it so it doesn't go left to right with the lever, so it stabilizes it and just moves this. Okay, with too tight of tension on your blades will get hot, and it could ruin your clipper faster. Like, what I mean by that, like your link and lever, your wear and tear parts will wear down faster. With your blade too loose of tension, it could just pull hair, not really do much of anything. Okay, so let's start. We'll keep the blade assembled. So here's how we adjust it. Just loosen the screws about 1/4 of a turn to 1/2 a turn back. So let me show you. So here's a flat end. So here's all the way tight. Now here's what I do. 1/4 of a turn. And then you can adjust the cutter. See how it just moves with ease? Don't put it over this flat running piece, or it's just going to move hair around, or it'll leave lines. Okay, so then you tighten it back up. Yeah, and then if you want to loosen the tension, slide the blade apart. Be careful, do not loosen the tension unless you know your tension is too tight. And you just pry up. So you just pry it up. See how I pried it up a little? And then take this out, and then it moves easier. Okay? And now, if you just want to simply clean your blade, that's simple. Just slide it apart like this. Stick this in until it meets the back running piece over here. See? And then it almost just falls out. Now, if it's really hard to do that, then your tension's probably too tight. Shouldn't be that hard to do. See, my tension's fair. It's probably about 2 pounds. It's at the max. But yeah, so let's show that again. Put it in there and it actually just will fall out of there. Okay, so now let's show tightening the tension. You have to take the blade apart. You can buy little tools, but it really just ruins the end of this. It's a little tool that bends right there, but it ruins your spring. Okay, so here's how the correct way. Let me get some pliers. Okay, and see this? Right there, the little bend. So what I want to do is take my screwdriver, put it on both sides. See how the bottom is right at the tip of that? And then I just push it together a little bit, see? And then it's tightened. So then you go to the other side. There, and now it's tightened. Okay, now your blade's all apart. You take this. I have an assembly video that helps everybody. Put your 2 fingers here. Pick up your middle finger. Put it on the socket. Flip it over. You can see the holes. Whoa. Line up the holes. Tighten it up. Loosen it. About 1/4 of a turn. And you see how tight it is? That's probably too tight because I can't even lift it up. So now I'm going to put it back together. And now line the blade up. Help it. See, my tension's too tight. It's hard to adjust. But I had to show you all how to do it. Anyway, adjust the blade. And yeah, now it's all tight. See? Too tight. So now you take the tension, slide it apart, stick it on, put it on there, and you don't even have to slide the cutter out. And you just pry it up just a little bit. Up. That's still a little tight. So I'll go a little more. There you go. That's nice. That's about 2 pounds. And then if you want to weigh it, you can get a flour scale or any kind of pound scale, maybe even a human scale. And you take the scale and you slide your cutter out like that and push it on to the scale, and then it'll keep pushing, and if it goes over 2, then it's too tight. But now be careful, because if you see, you only got that much, and then right there it's gonna weigh however hard you push. So slide it apart. Should say 2 pounds within there. You don't have to use any special tools or anything. Alright, well, I think that's everything. Yeah, so, oh yeah, might as well go over this. So if your blade's rattling on your clipper, if it's just one blade, I would recommend doing this. Be careful, don't complain if you hurt yourself on this. I'll do it for you if you send it to me. Put pliers like that and you bend those ears in a little bit, and then pop it on and it won't rattle anymore. Now if all your blades are rattling, don't do that, because you're gonna ruin all your sockets. I mean, you won't ruin them, but they'll have to be bent back into shape when you put a new hinge on it, and it'll weaken them all. So yeah, that's about it. One more time. Ta-da! Thanks for this so much fun tutorial. Have a good day. Keep it sharp. Keep it working. Thanks.